Hi there, this video is another Python snippet which is going to look at sorting and reversing lists in Python. Now sorting is an important thing to do when you have a data structure. You might want to sort things alphabetically, numerically, from smallest to largest, and you might want to sort your data structures in different ways custom to you, custom to your needs. And you also need to reverse those data structures sometimes, so you might have a sorted list of something and you want to reverse that and get, for example, from largest to smallest, so you can find the largest things in the list, the most important things that might represent. So I'm going to start with a simple list of ages, and if we execute that, we can sort of see what the ages are here below, just some random ages. In order to sort that, there are two functions in Python that we can use. There are two methods for sorting this list. There's the sort function, and then there's the sorted function. So we're going to look at the difference between the two. The first one is ages.sort. So if I call that and then print out ages, you see we do have it sorted now in it's in ascending order there, from smallest to largest. So that's how you sort a list. Very simple. What's the difference between ages and between sort and sorted? So if I call sorted on the list, you get the same result, but the key is to look at what happens after. If I look at the ages list after calling sorted, I find that it's actually still in the same order that it was in when I defined it up here. Okay, so it's the same order. Sorted does not change the list in place, it returns a copy that is sorted. That's a key difference. On the other hand, if I call the sort function, which exists on the list itself, lists in Python have a function called sort, a method that you can call. You can see that when I print ages after that, it has actually changed the list in place. This is called an in-place sort. It modifies the existing list, the one that you defined, and reorders the elements so that they're sorted. And that's the main difference between the two. The sort function on the list does not return a copy, it sorts the actual list itself, whereas the sorted function returns a copy that is sorted but does not modify the original list. And I think that's mostly what I want to show you for sort and sorted. There is one other thing, so I can sort ages. If I wanted to reverse this, that gives me it in smallest to largest order, but the sorted function has a reverse parameter, so I could say reverse equals true, and that would give me the list back from largest to smallest. Another way of doing that, if we sort the list in place with sort, remember that will modify the original list. To get that sorted from back to front, essentially in reverse order, we can use this syntax where we start at the end of the list and we step back one at a time to reverse the list. Now this syntax here is Python's slicing syntax, and that allows you to sort the list in reverse order from what it was from what it is here. So we're basically reversing the list with this neat syntax. And I just want to demonstrate that this also works with strings, and it will work with other data types. If I define a list of languages here, this is programming languages, and you can see they're not sorted. Again, it's a list, so we have a sort function available to us. If we call that, then print it out after, we'll see that it's changed the languages in place, and we now have it sorted from A up towards Z, so it's sorted in alphabetical order. And again, to reverse that, we just simply index like that, and we get the language R being the alphabetical last element in that list down to Ada. And again, same thing applies to sorted. If we pass the languages in, we get a sorted copy of the original list, but the list itself is not changed. Okay, that's the same as it was when it was defined. This does not change that original list, it returns a copy. And we can also reverse that easily enough with true, and we'll get back that reversed order. One other thing you can do with sorted, and this is the final thing in this video, you can pass a function to define how the list should be sorted, and that's with the keyword argument. this one here, you pass in a lambda function to that or any other function, and we can define how we want to sort it. So I might want to sort this list by the length of the string. That's one example. So the sorting method would be that, and that would give you the strings from the elements that only have one character up to Go, which is 2 characters, Ada 3, etc., up to JavaScript, which is the longest string in the original list. And again, to reverse that, we can just do that, and we get it from the largest first down to the smallest. So that's everything for this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.